Leading with Lean, Chapter 21, Leading with Lean. Being a yardstick of quality. Steve Jobs once said, "Be a yardstick of quality. Some people aren't used to an environment where excellence is expected." A quality mindset will only pervade the organisation when the leadership actively models the behaviour. Only by living the approach to quality that they desire can leaders truly derive the change to a culture of quality. And if we are to deliver a truly excellent organisation, we need to lead in a way that enables it. The proposition of this book is that lean leadership is the best way to achieve this, provided that it's practiced authentically, consistently, and in the long term, regardless of business pressures. The quality mindset is central to lean thinking and embodies a much wider definition of quality than is generally understood, meaning that quality must be delivered by everyone in everything that they do. This should not be confused with an organisation trying to be the best in class in everything that they do, as it may be that some elements of their offering are specified at a good enough level, as they are not differentiators of value for the customer. However, the defined specification must be delivered right first time and the quality mindset applied equally to that of those differentiating elements of the value stream. Delivering operational and business excellence is not something that can be achieved by controlling the outputs of processes, which is why so many companies fail to achieve this level of performance. Rather, it is the sum of each step of the process within the value stream, and therefore everything that we do matters. Manufacturing companies can generally see this in their product value streams more easily than service organisations can in their service value stream, as the physical nature of a product means that quality defects within processes often are visible. Nevertheless, the vast majority of manufacturers still allow poor quality in the process steps and rely on catching issues at the end of the line. Fortunately, Toyota and the majority of the automotive industry led the way for manufacturers several years ago, and many manufacturers have made big steps towards lean manufacturing. Nevertheless, even in those manufacturing companies that have made their production a showcase of lean thinking, other parts of their organisation, such as their design, marketing, sales and finance functions, still leave a lot to desire in terms of the application of lean thinking. Some service organisations have in the past few years also made good progress in their transformation through lean thinking. Earlier in this book, I highlighted Virginia Mason as one such organisation. I've also visited financial organisations such as ABN AMRO and Euroclear, who have made good progress, and industries as diverse as insurance, utilities, railways and construction have done so also. The four leadership styles required to achieve lean leadership are complementary, and whilst each on its own is already positive, their cumulative impact is much larger than the sum of the individual parts. In fact, if one or more of them is overlooked or omitted, there will be a deleterious effect on the overall efficacy of the leadership, and so the leader must ensure that they focus effectively on building their competence in all four styles. In fact, the most positive approach is where leadership teams are able to agree that they will all live and breathe lean leadership and are able to support and challenge each other along their journey. This is the approach proposed, where a formalised lean excellence model ensures a unified and collective method for the deployment of lean thinking. The lean leadership model. Bringing together the leadership styles required to achieve lean leadership in a Venn diagram, it is clear that it can only be achieved when all four styles are running in harmony. And in the book, what you would see is the Venn diagram of lean leadership, where it shows leadership activism, visible leadership, coaching leadership, and mosquito leadership, all intersecting in a central area that achieves lean leadership. If one or more are missing, there will be consequences for the impact of the leadership style within the organisation. Without leadership activism, the essential element of modelling and leading by example will be absent. Without visible leadership, the employees will not see what the leader is doing and they will become detached from the teams. Without mosquito leadership, the leader's impact on the organisation will be limited to their span of control, which will usually, even in the case of senior leaders, be quite small. Without coaching leadership, the leadership will appear directive and the results will be unsustainable. Where lean leadership is practiced, learnt and applied, employee engagement will bloom and the organisation's performance thrive, bringing benefits for everyone, customer, employee, leader and shareholder. This book was intended to equip the aspiring lean leader with the thinking needed to deliver operational excellence in their organisation and help them through the long, challenging lean journeys that they will lead. Their musical exploits as the lone violinist and experiences living the 4 leadership styles will hopefully be made a little easier as a result of the advice, and I wish the reader great success for the future. Leading with Lean, a conclusion. Writing this book has enabled me to share with you what has become part of my everyday way of working. I have aimed to demystify what can sometimes appear to be overly complicated to those early in their lean journey. The book is probably a little unconventional in its storytelling and format, but expresses lean thinking and lean leadership in the way that I have experienced, taught and lived it. It's not easy to be the lone violinist, and it isn't a natural thing to truly challenge the paradigms of an organisation, but it is necessary if real change is to be achieved and operational excellence attained. I do hope that this book inspires others to take this path, one that I have been treading now for many years. I began the book with the metaphor of the lone violinist, and I want to end it with a plea to take the road less travelled and lead your organisation in its transformation, regardless of your position in it, as I can attest that it only takes one person to change the culture of an organisation.